Hi, I'm Video Mike and welcome to Snow Trails TV. We're here in Timmins, Ontario, riding in the James Bay area. It's the Gold Rush tour we're doing. We're on our third day. We're in Timmins and we're headed to Kirkland Lake via Matheson. It's beautiful trails out here. They say about 140 miles, so let's hit the trails here, snowmobiling in paradise here in Ontario.
We ride the trails with the Timmins Police Services and the Ontario Provincial Police. Make sure that the Motorized Snow Vehicle Act is enforced. We protect against the speeders, zero tolerance for drinking and riding. And trail permits is our big thing. We catch people that don't want to pay for their time to play. If you're riding without a permit, we have zero tolerance on that. And they're issued a provincial notice, a ticket. And right now it costs $235, $200 for the ticket, $35 surcharge. So it's cheaper to get the trail pass. If you get the ticket for no trail pass, then you have to go and buy yourself a trail pass if you want to continue to ride on our trails. We can escort you off the trail system because now you have no permit to ride.
Timmins, Ontario, home of the Shania Twain Centre, is also one of the largest cities in Ontario behind Toronto. You can get just about anything you want here in Timmins, including service on your sled. It may look like we closed the trails to shoot Snow Trails TV, but this is the real traffic that we see every time. Maybe we pass a dozen sleds a day, and that could be called a busy day. Okay, about 2 hours of travel time, 74 miles. We're in Matheson now. We're gonna stop in here for lunch at Northern Delight. We fueled up and then we're off to Kirkland Lake.
My name is Gilbert Fortin, president of the Timmins Snowmobile Club, National Club of the Year in 2004, and you're watching Snow Trails TV.
Once I got comfortable with riding in a place that was outside my normal familiar area, I found Ontario to be a snowmobiler's paradise. After years of riding in Ontario, I am still amazed by the professional level that snowmobiling is organized and maintained. With 26,000 miles of groomed trails, there is a lifetime of riding new destinations. Well, we're riding in from Timmins this morning. We're about 110 miles in, and we're headed to Kirkland Lake. We're stopping here at the major intersection, and I have Mike and Joe. Mike is the president of the local snowmobile club, and Joe is the District 14 governor of the OFSC. I want to talk with them a little bit about what's happening with snowmobiling up in this area and what it has to offer.
Well, Kirkland Lake is a town with a mining history dating back to the early 1900s, and it's basically a gold mining town. And our club has been organized since the early 1990s, and we cover an area of approximately 300 kilometers. As part of District 14, we're on the main A trail that goes from North Bay to Cochrane, which is a major tourist trail system for the snowmobile clubs in the winter. And we draw basically snowmobilers from all across Ontario and the United States.
I'm the governor for District 14. I represent 11 clubs from the district at the OFSC, and we're standing here at the intersection of the A and A108 trail. The A108 trail was nominated as one of the 10 best trails in Ontario for snowmobiling. The 11 clubs that we now have in District 14 have a wide range from Timmins to Tri-Town area, Kirkland Lake, and we have very small communities like Shiny Tree and Goganda. The trail that we have in our district is maintained by volunteers, is almost 4,000 kilometers. Riders have to remember that in some places we don't have cell phone coverage, so they must ride accordingly and follow all the OFSC rules that we have for trail riding.
We're getting ready to finish up our third day on the Gold Rush tour up here in the Snowmobile Paradise of Ontario. We left Timmins this morning. We've got about 125 miles so far, and we're about 5 miles or 6 miles outside of Kirkland Lake. We're going to spend the night. The trails here have been absolutely fabulous again, as you can see, and every time I'm up here in Ontario it's just like this. So I hope you try a trip like this on Snow Trails TV. We've got one more day going Kirkland Lake down to New Liskeard where we started this tour, and we'll be all done with it. Then we're headed down to North Bay, so be sure to tune in for more Snow Trails TV for some beautiful snowmobiling here in Ontario.
That's a swap out, isn't it? They come with that?
Welcome to Snow Trails TV and our fourth day of doing the Gold Rush tour. We're here in Kirkland Lake, and we left Timmins yesterday, about 135, 140 miles to get here, depending on the route you take. They say about 80 miles to get down to New Liskeard, where we started 4 days ago. I'm standing here in front of one of the old gold mines. This is the Gold Rush tour, and this whole area has a rich history of mining. And we're going to go look around and see if we can find a piece of rock or something and see if it sparkles. But let's get on the trails here on Snow Trails TV and have some fun riding in the Snowmobile Paradise of Ontario. Gary, who is a winter local of Kirkland Lake and operates Boss Cat Tours, is riding with Iduski and I into New Liskeard, where we started 4 days ago on the saddlebag journey of the Gold Rush tour. We have all ridden in places that has too much sled traffic, speed demons getting their adrenaline rush on populated family trails, and I have heard the complaints about the groomers not doing their job. No matter how often a trail is groomed, if it has constant traffic on the trails, it will suffer. It's not the fault of the Maintaining Trail Association or the groomer operators. It is simply a traffic problem, and everyone is going the same place all at the same time. My advice, if you really want to enjoy the trails and not dodge the bumps and oncoming sleds, then try somewhere different and outside the standard hotspots for sledding. Here in Ontario, it is difficult to tell if you're riding on the weekend or during the week. It is all the same all the time. Keith, or better known as Iduski from snowmobileworld.com, and I are doing a saddlebag tour with our sleds. That is where you bring all your belongings with you on a sled and stay in a new place each night. If you've not tried a saddlebag trip yet, I think you will be pleasantly surprised. It is really not hard to do and really enhances the snowmobile travel experience. The OFSC is the Ontario Federation of Snowmobile Clubs. It's the main snowmobile organization that supports and unifies the vast club network and gets everyone to work together for the good of the trails and working towards giving the rider the safest and best experience possible. On the Gold Rush tour, we found good signage on the trails, and that makes navigation pretty easy. But I must warn you to fill up with gas every chance you get. It can be 75 to 100 miles between gas stops when riding in the wilderness of Ontario. just finished 4 days snowmobiling in the paradise of Ontario. We left Kirkland Lake this morning, and 65 miles later here we're back in New Liskeard. We did what they call the Gold Rush Tour. Absolutely fabulous trails and a rich mining history all through this area. We're going to load our sleds up in the trailer now, head down to North Bay, and spend 3 days touring Lake Nipissing area. So join us on Snow Trails TV for some more great snowmobiling adventures. And remember, snowmobilers, there is no center line, but the right side is mine. Be safe, we'll see you on the trails. This is the story of the Ontario snowmobile trip prize ride winners. This was the last week of March with great conditions for the last ride of the season. SnowTrailsTV.com has information how you can enter the prize ride and be part of it this year. So have you ridden before?
No, actually I haven't. First time, and it's outstanding. Not a better way to see Northern Ontario than on the bikes, or just canoes.
Thoughts on snowmobiling here in Ontario? Have you done it before?
Not this far north. I've done it from time to time, and this stuff's a blast. You guys are a great crew, too. Should I take her down to 1-1?
We're here on this beautiful sunny day at the end of March, enjoying snowmobiling in the best region in Ontario. Thanks for our guests for entering our contest. We're here with all our media partners. We're going to have a good time today.
The idea behind it came from another program that we were quite successful at Ontario Tourism, which was to get the whole experience and get the winners to be part of that experience and the experience of riding with the celebrities as part of the prize. On the ride here, we have our 4 media companies that we advertise with. So we're here with Snow Tracks TV, we're here with Snow Trails TV, we're here with Snowtech Magazine and Super Tracks International. Ontario offers more miles than any other jurisdiction in the world, more months, as we have clearly shown here snowmobiling at the end of March, and less traffic, and not even meeting one single snowmobile on the trail here today. I'm proud to have brought that excitement to our couples who have won this contest, and I look forward to executing a program like this once again next year.
That was about 15 miles.
There we go. Oh. Just like Jiffy Pop popcorn. Right off the engine. There we go.
You guys get first dibs. There's lots of garlic in there. There's at least half a whole thing of garlic in there. Are they done? They're fully cooked before, so even if you don't manage to get them all the way.
Chris Hughes, tourism coordinator for Bruce County, and up here riding in Northern Ontario with Claude for the contest ride. And I'll tell you, it doesn't get any better for the end of March.
Yeah. Kevin Belkey, editor, Snowtech Magazine. Glad to be in Ontario. Welcome to paradise.
Hi everyone, my name is David Broman. I'm a contest winner in the snowmobile ride, and it's my first time out here. And I have never seen such beautiful country, and I didn't know it was in my own backyard.
I'm Steve Cody, contest winner, and having a blast up here. This snowmobiling is something I've done off and on since I've been a kid, but I never really took it up as a full-time hobby. But I think I really should do that, because getting up here with these group of guys and these nice sleds certainly help, and weather's been fantastic, and having a blast.
Hi, I'm Video Mike, and welcome to Snow Trails TV. We're up here in Northern Ontario, and we're the Snowmobile Paradise Snowmobile Prize Ride. We got a couple of the winners here. It's their first experience snowmobiling in Northern Ontario. We're having a great time here. It's late winter, almost early spring. The temperatures are excellent. We're having a good time. Enjoy the scenery here on Snow Trails TV with the Snowmobile Paradise Prize winners.
we're here at Perry Lake Lodge near Holtire, Ontario, in the heart of the James Bay frontier. We're here at the end of March, and I just want to tell you briefly about this trail, this L91, which comes in off the Trans-Ontario Provincial Trail Network. L91, through the trail rationalization, clubs are having to make hard decisions, and some of those decisions mean not grooming secondary trails or local trails. A lot of very dedicated volunteers, such as Roger Gelinas and the guys from Holtire and Raymore, have argued and have debated successfully at the executive tables, at the committee tables, and at their snowmobile clubs to maintain this lovely trail in through the Jack Pine out here to Perry Lake Lodge. We started this morning out of Kirkland Lake and trucked all the vehicles, all the snowmobiles to Butler Lake, and we unloaded all our sleds at Butler Lake Truck Stop. We took the A Trail all the way up to Raymore, and then we got on L91 across the Ponderosa over to Perry Lake Lodge, and now we're about to go back.
This was my first time on a snowmobile, and after getting used to it and going through the safety instructions that they explained to me and how to really respect these machines and the power that they have, I had a blast. Absolutely exhilarating.
When I first heard, I guess it was disbelief, because you enter things every once in a while, and not often do you win something that's so cool. And I've never really had a lot of experience winning, so.
When Claude called us and wanted us to participate in an event up here with some guest riders, it looked like an excellent opportunity not only to experience a newer area of Ontario, but it's always fun to be able to ride with some new people that are, and in the circumstance of contest winners. It's a very festive event, so we're combining the opportunity to see new territory, to promote Ontario, and have some fun with some friends.
It was a real privilege for us at Snow Trails TV to be included with the Prize Ride media, to meet the snowmobile media giants that have been involved in snowmobiling was just as fun for me as it was for the Prize Ride winners. If you'd like information about the new Prize Ride for this winter, you can find out the details on our snowtrailstv.com website.
Hey there, Danny from Snow Tracks Television, and you're watching Snow Trails TV. Okay, boys, camera's rolling, ready to go.